Week 7 of the National Football League. And all eyes are on Sam Darnold. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Vikings and the Lions, and it comes your way next.
Here in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send two teams to battle here at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Thanks for joining us, football fans. I'm Kate Scott, joined in the booth by my partner, Brock Hewitt. And this week, Brock, got one group coming in off a win, another off that well-earned bye. Should make for a really energetic game. I'm wondering if you think one has the advantage over the other.
Well, I'd like to know how every single body feels down there, but we don't. My guess is they're all hurting a little bit because once you get past the opener, you're never quite 100%. So I typically will lean with the team coming off a win. You feel good about yourself. You feel good in your preparation. But yeah, that healthy team is usually the better team as well.
Jake Bates now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Minneapolis. It's Brandon Powell with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And we'll get a look at their signal caller playing in his 7th season.
As you take the field coming off of a bye week, you really want to take advantage of what you just did. The self-scouting, the evaluating of yourself over the early part of this season, and make sure you capture what you want to do and what you have to do over the rest of the season.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw right away. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson, so now it's going to be 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
That's grabbed inside the 30. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. And with a half of football left to play, we can see already how close he is to that 100-yard mark in this game. Got to think that he stands a good chance of reaching it with plenty of time left to go. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. From the red zone now. He's got it. Touchdown, Minnesota. Just like they drew it up in practice this week, partner, and the exact start they wanted to have in this game.
That's 100%. That's why you script and you go over these plays ahead of time. Can't you know this? All those amazing essays you wrote at Cal. That start to that paper was so important. It set the tone for the rest of it.
Now it's Will and Reichert on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. And leading them out in his 9th NFL season, he experienced a real resurgence last year. It's Jared Goff.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Off play action, Goff. Here's pressure, and that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And the Vikings add an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Now Goff. It's what a hit, and the ball's loose. And this is going to play.
3rd down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing 4th down, they're off the field completely.
The Vikings and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. And so far, with a chunk of the season gone, you can see he's been the league's most productive receiver in terms of yardage. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Pass is caught, it's T.J. Hawkinson. This is ahead for about 5. Kirby Joseph up for the stop.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, here's Darnold. Hawkinson reels it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Darnold. And he's got it. That's a way out for it with a touchdown. The Vikings get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's a T.J. Hawkinson touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
One after trying good by Riker. And the Vikings drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Detroit getting its offense set for their 2nd drive. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down, or opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
This is Gibbs on second down. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. It's a two-score game early. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Another one for Gibbs. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Sending the tight end in motion left. Again, it's Gibbs. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That was Stephon Gilmore stopping that play. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Gibbs now from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. The Vikings and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. And he's been one of the best at leading an offense this season. As you can see, he's at 2nd in the NFL right now in touchdown passes. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Darnold has the connection to Hockenson. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Darnold looking to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. So good work to help reset those chains.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Darnold. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's able to get this down to the 13. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Darnold to throw. Has it down close. And this one does not go far. Third and a lone yard coming up. So we've reached halftime in Minneapolis, with the Vikings out in front at the break. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, and it's the Texans who are out in front. Joe Mixon, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. The man wearing number 18, Kirk Cousins, with 2 touchdown passes for his new squad. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Khalil Shakir, a touchdown reception. The Vikings got a solid first-half outing by their veteran quarterback, Sam Darnold. He came out of the gate smoking hot with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes to help steer his guys towards this halftime lead. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. These 2 teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Out come the Lions. They've got the first series of the second half. Their defense has really kept them in this game. Now it's time for this offense to start putting up some points. First and 10 now from the 30. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
And that's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That was Stephon Gilmore stopping that play.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Goff now on third down. Flush down out to his left. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
The Lions readying for the punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he's in the midst of a phenomenal season. Right now you can see he's second in the league in touchdown receptions. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Darnold. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Ryan Branch has it. And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts and too many possessions.
The Lions offense returning to the field. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory. They've got a short field after that pick. On 1st down, it's Goff. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They go play action with Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap here to Goff. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Boy, this defensive crew is locked in that O-line's head. They are a-spinning. Back-to-back sacks has his offense on skates, and those blockers can't figure out where this rush is coming from next.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. From the left hash, 54 yards out. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide open. It's going to keep the difference at 14 points.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Vikings are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 26, and it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10 now from the 30. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still 1st down.
So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Darnold now to throw. Taken in by Addison, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a two-score game to begin the fourth. Second and 6 coming up here. First carry here for Aaron Jones. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd down, here's Jones. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Here's Jones. Space to the left. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings have likely locked up the win right there. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings stretch their lead to 21. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Goff on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Trying again following the sack. And they'll take him down here right at the 8-yard line. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Lions hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Oh, and the ball is out in the end zone. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. came down to who jumped on it first.
Yeah, and in that mad race to the football, Kate, it was 6 points that won out. They were alert as soon as they hit it and forced that ball out, quick to get on it before anybody on offense could try to salvage things and limit that significant damage.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game, offense.
Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Another shot at this extra point here. Extra distance, no problem for him as his kick is good. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And you tell us this all the time, Brock. Touchdowns aren't the only stats that make a quarterback, right? Yep, he's nodding right now. But the absence of any from his ledger, well, that's problematic. And his struggles are indicative of the challenge that this offense as a group has really been fighting all game long. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Great work by the coverage downfield. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
No matter what other stats you want to look at in this ball game, well, this defense can take some serious pride in at least one thing, and that is 6 quarterback sacks on the afternoon.
And they get to him again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Gone. It's out. That's a live ball. Bouncing near the goal line. Forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Well, Brock, you and I know after that first turnover, they were able to take back. They were looking for another one, and lo and behold, they found it.
You felt it. I felt it.
Yep.
Everybody in the stands felt it. It wasn't just good enough to get the takeaway. They wanted to one-up what they did earlier, and look at the celebration now.
Reichert on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings grow their lead yet again. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. He's got the squibber. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled for a short gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
One final shot here. Oh no, he lost control of another one. It's picked out by the Vikings. So it's a win for the Vikings. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Hayward, I'm Kate Scott. The Vikings emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.